Hello YouTube! Let's start this video with what we didn't get done in the last video. And that is, I want to give this carburetor a roadworthy rescue rebuild. And by that I mean we're just going to clean the outside of it. It ran perfect when we took it off. So we're just going to clean it up a little bit and bolt it onto the Jeep. With the top off, we have better access, and it's only 4 bolts, so we'll take them out. Take the top off here. There's a gasket here. And we saved it. Probably people think I'm crazy for using a little tiny brush like this to clean, but I like my stuff clean. And the big brush doesn't always get into where you need to get. Let's not forget our gasket here. We'll put that back on. Then we'll put this shroud on. I guess that's what you call it. But we won't be using the air cleaner that was on here. We're going to do something different. I think that rebuild was equivalent to a roadworthy rescue rebuild. Let's go bolt it on. The first thing we have to bolt on is this adapter plate, and there is a gasket on the bottom, and it gets bolted in with 4 bolts with Allen heads. Let's not drop, well, if I dropped one down the intake, it really wouldn't make any difference. It's going to fall right through because the heater's not yet installed. Now we have a second adapter plate that bolts on, and there is a gasket on the bottom. We'll put the carburetor gasket on and set the carburetor on. And linkage gets put up underneath the carburetor studs. There's one snug. With that turn of the bolt, the carburetor is bolted on. Well, we're outside here again, and it's cold out here. This work on the Jeep sometimes is exhausting, and this time we're going to be working on the exhaust. And that's the second one, and it looks like it's pretty good. We're going to go paint it now. And now we'll paint this with high temp paint aluminum. Next thing we want to do is cut this old bracket off. Now you're going to ask, why did I paint it before I cut the bracket off? Well, I don't want to paint the system in the chassis. I am going to have to touch things up, like I'm going to have to put a new hanger here, so we'll have to touch this up. And we got a couple other things we're going to have to do. And touching it up on in the frame is much better than trying to paint the whole thing in the frame. So that's why I painted it first. So here we go. There we go. We can grind that off. We just want to take the high spots off because that's right where our new hanger's going to go. That doesn't look bad. This custom exhaust system uses the stock hanger, so we have to bolt that on here. Here we go. Let's see if we can do this. I think it goes in here something like that's upside down. This. Now we got to get underneath the hanger. Well, we're close. All right, what's going to give here? The hanger is up against the stock hang. The muffler hanger is up against this. If this wasn't on, I think it would slip in. You gotta take this off. Well, rather than take the brake hose off, I'm going to take this hanger off. Because that's what's stopping me from going back. So we're going to take that off. I thought I was going to have to lengthen this, but it looks like we don't have to. This head and header that we have now is 2 inches shorter in run than the one we took off. So I thought I was going to have to lengthen this pipe. And yes, I'm putting this on without a gasket because I don't want to destroy the gasket while we're putting the rest of the exhaust system on. So we're just going to bolt this up loosely. We now have 2 fixed points to work from. We've got this hanger in place, and that can only be in that place. And we've got the collector bolted up, and that can only be in that place. So the muffler is in the correct orientation. If we jack up the tail, it'll be twisted in the right orientation. We have that second pipe welded up, and it's routed out towards the back of the Jeep. I think the tips are nice and level, and they're even, but I do have a concern. I think this pipe might be too high. It's above this frame member. So in order to find that out, we're going to have to put the body on just momentarily, just to see what the clearance is. Let's put some body bushings on. Now we need to bring the body to the frame. This is going to be a bit of a struggle because I'm on an incline and I'm doing it by myself, and it's yet to be known whether we're going to clear those gear shifts or not. Here we go. We cleared. Well, it's just as I suspected. We've got maybe a ½ inch clearance between the pipe and the floor. We can't leave it like that. We're going to have to lower the tips a little bit to get a little bit more clearance, and then we're going to have to make some kind of heat shield to shield that floor because we're going to put carpet on it. Right now I have about a ½ inch before it hits the floor. So if we lower it 1 inch, we'll go down 1 notch. That's many more notches than 1 notch. That's too low. And that's too high. So we're going to have to go down 1 notch and put a spacer in there. Right now we got all kinds of room. With that adjustment, I have about 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches of play to the floor, and I can put a heat shield in between that, and that'll work just fine. We've got the jacks stands even on both sides, and we're ready to do rear hangers, I believe. Okay, let's see if we can get it off without any damage. That's good. Back in the cradle. We have the exhaust system at the height that we want it, and these are the hangers I'm going to use. We have to put a bend in the bottom of it to hold the pipe. I'm going to put the hanger right here, and I'm going to bolt it, and we want our bend to start right about here. We want to start our bend right about here. Okay, let's see if that's about right. It looks to be about right. We got to finish the bend. Now we have to twist it into the right orientation, and that's about right. There we go, let it cool. This is looking promising. It seems to be pretty much in the right orientation. Let's mount the isolator. I think we want this thing right here. So we'll put a punch mark right there. And let's drill it. Well, that worked out perfect. It works out to exactly the right height. We're that much higher than our space, and I think that's acceptable. And that hanger looks good. So we're going to leave it right there. We're going to work on the next one. We have our hangers clamped in place exactly where we want them. The top of the tip is 28 inches on this side and 28 inches on this side. So I think we're in final position and it's time to weld, and this is not going to be an easy weld. We're welding heavy metal to light metal. We don't want to burn any holes, and we're doing it on our back. So here we go. I'm gratified to see that our collector and header match up so nicely when it's just hanging from the hangers that we installed. But I need a gap in order to put the gasket in. So I'm going to try pulling backwards on the muffler and see if I can get enough gap. Okay, there's enough gap there to put a gasket in. Let's do it. I'm going to have to move the camera out of the way so I can do it. I have red, high temp, Permatex gasket sealer on the gasket. There's a hole there someplace. There we go. And our pipe is connected to the header. With the system completely installed and hanging on its hangers, this tip is 27 7/8 from the ground, and this one is 27 7/8. All right, we dropped it 1/8 of an inch, but that's okay. They're nice and solid. Both sides are not going to rattle. I think we did a good job. Now we got to touch everything up. Okay, we're going to carefully touch up what we scratched, making sure we don't get any overspray on anything else. And we're going to have to put several coats on and then move our paper so that we can get the bottom. Now we have to get where we welded the pipes together. And we'll wait a bit and come back and do it again. With the top side touched up, now we'll touch up the bottom. And 3 coats here too. With the pipes touched up, both top and bottom, there's 3 things left to do. One is to take the tape off our nice chrome tips. 2 is we have to wax and polish our tips again because they've gotten dull sitting in storage, but this won't take long. And the 3rd thing we have to do is stand back and look at what we did. I think it came out good. If you enjoyed this video, there will be more.